So I've been watching some city building stuff lately, and so we're like, I want to do that again myself. Let's dive into a random island sandbox, yeah? I'm gonna be slightly picky. This is the defaults that I generally do. At the very least, don't want a huge enclosed lake like this, because then I can't use it for fishing or tourism or anything. Yeah, sure. Start with maximum population, but that's just because I go for an economy boom. Random events, there isn't a prominent faction. I do have Rebel Yell and free elections on, but I actually do have to keep, take care of the citizens. And I did not adjust the sound here, did I? Oops. There we go. Okay. Yeah, but basically I have it set up so that there's moderate stability. Gee, I don't know if that's going to be considered a lake or not. Narrow channel. Okay, that should work. And I actually don't do God mode. I do modern times though, which, as you can probably tell by the category that I put this in. So, yeah, doing my custom. Nothing all that's great. The professor gets the intellectuals to be not so angry at me, and so that people don't spend as much time in the schools and stuff, so that way they can get maximum productivity as quickly as I can. Capitalism, because well, not think this through at all, did I? I mean, this is how I normally play it, yeah. Because basically the idea is this setup is to maximize production. So, my constructor here, I get a free cement factory right out the gate, it just has to be built. And our builders work a lot better. Hardworking, better production, just in general, better, more food, more industry. I don't know if it affects tourism at all, but And again, scholarly to go along with the education earlier. Let's see. Pause it right at the start, just Take a look at what we got. Let's see. What do I have for mineral? One bauxite and one iron, and they're both a long ways off. Got salt? Nope. Like way over there. That'll end up being a ranching area eventually, but that's ways off. Let's see about oil. Plenty of oil. That's kind of a shame because like oil is more of a late game commodity. Oh well. Wow, these farms are garbage. Look at that. Just all the red. They're planting everything over here, and they barely even managed to do that. Let's see. First, we need to get the roads going. I'll make sure that dock is connected. I'm just gonna go ahead and bulldoze these two farms. They're just terrible. Rush. This area will probably be an agricultural area for the fertile parts and industry for the barren. There's never a starting garage. Sure, trying to think of how traffic flow is gonna be here. But he's on top build priority because if your workers aren't moving at quick speed, then they're wasting a lot of time going, oh, I'm hungry, I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. Stone formations like these, you can't do a thing about them. Unfortunately, cannot move that. You don't want to place the farm itself in the middle of the fertile area because you can't actually plant stuff there. Instead, you kind of want them to be near the edge of a fertile zone. Okay. Fishing. Like coughing. Only for fishing. I do want to get the cement factory going right out the gate. Well, this is eventually going to become a huge bottleneck, but for now I'm just going to have to deal with it. Loyalists absolutely would go, hey, you have to have a museum. They just get really annoyed if you don't. And a pub for initial entertainment. Good things that are probably gonna have to be next year. Preschools are kind of, you don't need them. They do make them get through high school quicker though. I just like having an extra construction office early. Even though loyalists go, oh, you need a thing, I actually put that. And those two things on low priority. Anything else I need to do here? I think so. Where am I?
What is it now?
Okay, let's get moving.
Back to work again.
Hopefully these guys will get going pretty quickly. Tell us what they're working on over here. Right now they're not working on a thing. Gosh. Okay. Luckily it's the one that I've got Presidente sitting on, so they'll build it even quicker. Garages are top priority at the very start. Then you gotta make sure you've got economy going too.
What is it now?
There's gonna be housing problems for a while. It's actually one of my lower priorities. If I can't get cash flow going, then things aren't gonna work. Do my best to not go in the red as far as budget goes, because then that hurts international relations, and if your relations are hurting, then you don't get as much bonus funding from them. I believe Tropco, huh? And I actually forgot one of the things that I should get, but it's I'll wait until I get more funding dropped in my lap. Yeah, your first freighter's pretty much never gonna have exports to start. Let's see, edicts. I should have a humanitarian aid already available. That your health and or food quality has to be below 40% for the island. Let's see here. A lot of stuff is pretty lousy. We'll be working on that one thing at a time. Government, I want an operation office. Priority. A high school. The garage too. This place is gonna get densely packed real quick. Yeah, I'm in debt already, but I'm just gonna have to deal with that. Features right out the gate. You don't have to micromanage your guy.
Presidente's attention.
Generally, he'll just kind of loaf around for a while, but if he's near a building, you know, like right now, actually, he just decided to go, hey, let's visit the cement factory, let's boost the morale of the workers.
Tropico is currently short on cash. What is your take on the
Now, you
situation?
can spend while you're in debt, but we can only go to 10,000. You kind of don't want to do that to begin with if you can help it. Right, I need to get a charge up soon. Employment bill. Okay.
See?
This happens.
What do you want? I'm busy
We want
ruling.
to get Presidente over there right away.
All right, I'm going.
It hopefully calms him down. Sometimes it doesn't work, but ideally it'll keep him from going rebel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's all like, okay, you're listening to us, I guess. A very basic economy going here. Where's employment going? Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, homeless is just gonna be people who are living in shacks or not in shanties or tenements, which are still garbage.
An exclusive interview with El Presidente's childhood bear, which is now on display at his childhood museum. Misha, how do you feel about being on display? Oh, it's great. Come and see us all.
Aren't you a little old?
Be able to squeeze that in there if I blow that shanty up.
Snarky lady, Misha.
Snarky?
Snarky. There's the worker that's gonna blow it up. You can see them actually set the charges and then press the plunger to detonate it. Hurry, buddy. Please. Those were the toolboxes or the constructors, so I don't know why they're ignoring this.
See?
What do you want? I'm busy ruling. Coming through.
As a soldier that was protesting even, that's never good. Come on, where's the worker that's gonna demolish it? Here we go. Bam!
Where to now?
No me interesa.
What is it now?
Let's get that church up. Thinking what I should do is let us get lumber going. Knowledge. We'll get the lumber mill going once the cutting place is taken care of, or we have more stuff loaded onto the freighter. Oh yeah, we should probably take a look at this. No, I want to be growing lots of corn now. Corn is effectively a cash crop at this moment.
I was going to show you some charts, Presidente, but I was robbed on my way here and the criminals took everything.
No, not even the charts are safe. That will be taken care of once we get blood cash flow going. I like to try and have my lumber stuff relatively close to each other. Minimize the downtime when it comes to transport. What else do here? Not gonna do a plantation. There's not a lot of growing area here right now. It's mostly up in this region. This area will probably end up being the tourism district later on, but that's a long ways off. I have to go around to get to that iron. I want to do that right now. I think I'll turn this area into an free zone. But that'll take a little while. And now I'm not gonna do this stuff yet. I want to make sure I have income going and what was I thinking? Alright, I want to have banks up so that way housing is half price. Actually also reminds me. Ministry. You'll usually have someone available for the Ministry of Defense right out the gate. You just need to be a soldier or general. Jeez, these guys suck. I'm not gonna hire an expert though. Ooh, that's nice. Good all around. Yes, please.
Violence broke out in Tropico as the Barney tried to remove Reverend Esteban from the pub and get him to start the first service in
Marketplace.
their church. Several soldiers are missing, presumed drunk. The Reverend had this to say.
Give me another one. And make it a big one.
Oh, you booze now. I'm thinking of having a split for residential. Maybe a little ways off though. I need to get the shipment going out first. I never do clear cut. Selective harvest always. Churches are super important in this because everyone in Tropico is at least somewhat religious and they need to visit church at some point. So you need to make sure you got enough of these to satisfy everyone. Hyperspeed again.
Are you a rebel? Back to work again.
X-ray should be showing up anytime now. We've got almost 25,000 worth of stuff.
Our treasury balance is negative at the moment. The World Bank will cover $10,000 of expenses until we get back on our feet.
That's the game going, hey, you're in debt, silly. Try not to spend so much. And since in the early game a good chunk of your economy is going to be coming from foreign donations, you really don't want to have those deteriorate because you're in debt. Where's the economy going? Okay, so economy's doing alright. We just got a pile of cash. The instant it's loaded on the freighter, you get the money for it. Great, that's expensive. I do try and get cabarets going before the theater comes out, because cabarets are actually a lot better than theaters. Just overall efficiency and the fact that you can tell them high class or any class, but the theaters, which are just kind of there. So let's see, I want to get some rudimentary residential going. What I normally do is go just mass apartments. Since they're relatively good quality, has lots of people. This here is gonna be my first residential project here. Can't build roads underwater. What are you, silly? The fire station. This is why I kind of have residential stuff on the back burner. Because it costs a lot. Policemen will patrol roughly, I guess about as large as what I can see right here around their headquarters. But they need access to roads, so. Let's go. Got nothing in it right now, but Logging Camp's got a chunk of stuff going already, so Lumber Mill should get started soon. Things down real quick, see if any. Huh? No. Oh, no. I mean, if they do something stupid, you can fix them, but. Where do you come from? I don't have any economy-related stuff, and you weren't here earlier. What? Okay. I mean, that's fine and all, because it lets us actually start getting into various edicts. When it comes to building permit, you get sort of a score from siphoning funds off of economy into your Swiss bank account. It's lower standing with intellectuals. It's like, you're being shady. Stop being shady. Eh. Alright. Perfect. Cancel. Cancel. Get that stuff refunded immediately. Hey, now we have 2 of them for the price of what was 1. Yeah, shacks and shanties generate a ton of crime. Oh yeah. Also, set that rent for everyone. That all uneducated, that they can afford to rent out a place that is 1/3 of their wage. Normally apartment blocks are out of reach of your average guys. If you drop their rent to 2 and raise their base wage to 6, then anyone can be in an apartment block except for those who are on Social Security or unemployed.
Comrade Presidente, an article published in the Pravda in Moscow has criticized the housing conditions for the masses in Tropico.
Yes, I'm actually dealing with that right now, but also disaster time.
Hot topic today, housing. Don't you think there are too many homeless people on the island, Penultimo?
Homeless?
Oh, they're gonna be super homeless now.
Homeless person in Tropico, I would personally build him.
Incoming! Instantly destroys all shacks. I forget how to change the camera perspective. Tenement garages, though, that's huge. That is actually kind of like massive. Because you need garages in order to get people to move around effectively. If you don't, they just kind of putz around all the time. I'm not a fan of tenements, but right now housing is at premium, so.
¿Qué? ¿Sí?
Where are
¿Qué
you?
ocurre?
Did you get killed by the tsunami? He probably did. As you can see, all the shacks just got instantly washed away, so there's no crime now. And the game's gonna be harping on me to get clinics, but that's sort of what the relief camp is for. At least at the very start, so that way you don't have to spend cash on those expenses right at the start. I mean, you're still gonna need to get that stuff, but it's a lower priority thanks to that. Make sure I keep date with my industry.
Muy buenas. Buenas tardes.
So yeah, I think this guy got killed by the tsunami because it's not focusing on him.
Please contact the authorities. If not removed soon, your vehicle will be towed and you will be fined for blocking public traffic.
What traffic? It's over here. I can actually just leave that there for a little while. Mostly just a beauty / pollution thing.
Excelencia, ¿qué
Yeah, that guy
necesitas?
died in the... Alright, the main reason why I wanted to start this, so I could get a marketplace going. This gives folks a central location. Also, I do not want to import corn. I can't right now, but I don't want to. Go ahead and get a cathedral up. Yeah, it's super expensive. The religious faction will like things a lot better if they've got this grandiose thing. Go, hey, our god is better than your god. Looks like we might end up hitting that 10,000 debt cap.
Comrade, we must not tarry in constructing the bridge to the bright tomorrow.
Ranches are moderately useful. I mean, they degrade the soil quality a lot faster than crops do, but they help give you improve your food quality. Trying to think where I could put it. Since the herds can actually go into areas where there's rock outcroppings, I actually like to try and stick them in there. Sneak a road through this little gap.
Presidente, our treasure.
Demolishing is free, but everything else not so much. Let's see if I can sneak a road through here. No, none of the policemen are any good at their job yet. Oh well. Economy. Okay, so still no employment. Only a small amount of open job positions. Your dockman can unload approximately 1,000 resources per trip between the warehouse and the dock. So, as long as the ship is there, you can handle up to about 10,000 units of stuff generally. If it gets to be more than that, though, then you need to get another dock. Get these back going. I might be able to sneak it in here. Maybe. It kills all the trees every time you place it. But... yeah, that's not gonna work. For construction. Come on, game. Doesn't like building roads on hillsides very much. I mean, I don't blame them. Makes sense. Fine, I guess the ranchers will just have to walk a little farther.
We managed to get the economy back on track and pay back all our debts.
Yeah. Let's see, how is happiness right now? Ding? Where'd it ding? There it dinged.
There is an opportunity here that can make us all rich.
Plan to, buddy. Helps reduce our building costs. We'll wait until the next shipment goes out, though. And of course, once I get the bank up, I'm gonna need to get the college up, too. You need college level folks for running things like banks and power plants.
Peace and love, dear Presidente. Please accept this flower wreath as a gift and hear my plea.
Yeah, this is the economist going, hey, get rid of your mines and your logging camps. Unless my economy's really advanced and I can afford to import that stuff at cost, it's not gonna happen. Sorry.
President, the U.S. Senate is not happy with you and expects urgent measures.
This game interrupted by random dog bark. Roar, 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 roar. Anyway, this is one reason why you don't always want to buy blueprints for stuff right away, because sometimes you'll have foreign interests go, hey, we want this thing from you. We'll give you a little sudden if you'll promise do it for us. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, the U.S. wants cigars. So we need to get tobacco going at a cigar factory. So I might want another construction office, just because those two are not really keeping up with the pace that I need. Trying to find odd spots, wedge them in, since, you know, you only have so much space. Guess that'll have to do. And I'm dead again. At least until the freighter gets here. This is another reason why you want to be able to get...
show their support and love for El Presidente. I even wonder why people need elections at all.
But the people want to express their opinion, Penultimo.
And they can do so by voting for El Presidente.
Anyway, another reason why you're going to want multiple docks.
Sir, the army is in dire need of facilities.
Reason why you'd want multiple docks is so that way you have a more steady stream of income going, as opposed to this once every 6 months thing. Be once every 2 or 3 months instead. And yeah, I'll get more guard stations. I want to see if I can get board an army base first. Okay, so first let's get that bank up that capitalists want. You want them on urban development. This way you can have 3 banks and things will get super cheap. I mean super cheap. You know, these apartments that cost us normally $5,000 before any cost reduction stuff. Between the housing development assistance and banks, they can be down to $500 a unit. Pretty awesome. And now that I'm going to have college level stuff, I need college level educators. And I generally just run half a college whenever I build them. Just because college level stuff is not that high in demand most of the time. This is why, I mean, our population is small, but we are already having some congestion issues. This is why I wanted to try and get a road snuck in through here. It might work? Is that one piece? No, it's not one piece. But they're close enough together that they're effectively one piece for the purposes of road. Okay. Gotta have this snake around then, unfortunately. Thank you. Nah, I don't need a garage just for the ranch. The ranch itself is fine. Put the factory on low priority since it's not going to do anything unless we got tobacco growing. That takes about 6 months to get a first crop. You want that cathedral to get up sometime. Actually, you know what? Let's cancel that cathedral, because that is super expensive. I mean, I do want to get it out, yes. But as is, nah. Then let's get an RB base up. I'll garage here first, though. Oh, wait, there's already a garage here. What am I thinking? Army bases are solid go-to for military because they give you 3 generals like an armory does. They also provide above average housing and medical care for everyone that's living there. And fire stations do actually affect their quality of living too. Hopefully, start getting things going. Could build a city park, but I'd like to build those when I'm doing my tourism project. And that's at least 10 years down the line as far as the game's concerned. I want to get cabarets up. They're so effective. Like to get reduced cost stuff though. Generally, if you need to higher level education stuff, you want to do it for the educators themselves first, so that way you can propagate throughout your society. And now that there's jobs needed for higher levels of education, the school's getting packed full of stuff. Get rid of this shanty so that way I can build a road around there. Charge stations are what you use basically to defend more remote areas, because they're fairly small. Haven't had any rebels show up yet, so hasn't really been a serious problem. And right, it did that. It just auto dumped me out of that because I only have 1 general right now. Yes. Nah, no point in canceling that for just 200 bucks. Common citizen became criminal. You don't say. Labor camps. This is actually a pretty good spot for one. The open part of the camp is where the crops grow. They want to make sure that they have good quality soil. we get this college finished, please? Thank you.
Most blessed Presidente, the time has come for us to plan the construction of a new cathedral, a true monument to our faith that will make all the Caribbean green with envy. For envy is a sin, and the more sinful they are, the more pious we will be by comparison.
Ego trips. Ding. Ooh.
Comrade, I have a secret task for you. It is a matter of international urgency.
So, like with the cigars, what's the cigars going? Hey, can you ship us some rum? Give you the blueprints for it. Let's see. Down a little bit.
Presidente, as you know, the elections in Tropico are under close monitoring from the United Nations, which I represent. We have scheduled mandatory elections 12 months from now.
See, normally you don't even have to hold elections, but since I have free elections turned on, elections do have to happen. So, let's get each going. As exam sufficient. Probably raise the religious. I do actually want to get a cathedral built soon, so.
Hola, señoras y señoras. The importance of the upcoming elections has brought me before you.
Ooh, this will be a good bathroom place.
One step closer to our goals. Victory
Do
is
want to get a
almost
plantation up for
upon
sugar.
us, but we must still push forward. Yes, there are problems. There will always be problems, especially in the current economic situation. The shacks in the cities, about which I hear so much these days, is one of them, and it will be resolved, as will all others, in time as the global economy stabilizes. Through the years of my presidency, I have received your gratitude, my governors. Alas, I am nothing but a humble servant, and you are my masters, my employers. Now I bow to the superior morality of the religious Tropicans, who absolve our sins in the face of God. No one can deny the amazing development that is happening in Tropico within just one mandate. I have an even more astonishing future in store for all of you. God is my witness that during my next mandate we will build a cathedral worthy of our piety in Tropico. With the strength of our hearts and minds, we will prevail.
Okay, so I just noticed, hey, the international aid timed out, so I actually do need to make sure I have a clinic up. Sugar plantation. Cannot afford the distillery for... Well, we'll easily be able to afford it once this happens. If we had gold, then yeah, we could easily have a jewelry factory up. But we don't have gold, and there's no way we're importing gold with how tiny our economy is right now. We can't take advantage of the Passion hit. You can see here, we're actually quite a huge lead as far as the elections go. Not enough general. If there's no generals in the army base, then the
No me
base
interesa.
itself does not work at all.
What is it now? Coming through!
Crane, our listeners are probably dying to know the answer to my next question. What is your favorite animal?
Well, Ms. Flowers, when I first came to your island, I was struck by the beauty of one of your magnificent creatures, the llama. It reminds me of my mother.
Oh, llamas. I don't like llamas. They are rude and spit at you.
Just like my mama.
So the environmentalists wanted me to build a garbage dump to help deal with the pollution from our industry. When I've got modern times enabled, I actually kind of just ignore those until the water purification comes on, because they are far better. Straight up better. Squeeze you in here. Better put stuff. Hurry. This be good. More criminals. Let's start arresting them, huh? President's job. Hi
Muy
guys.
buenas.
It costs a decent chunk to get them arrested, but they will then forever work in the labor camp. I'm an old banker man. I'm gonna have a very small residential area here, mostly just for military. In the military, we now have enough guys to put up another guard station. Well then,
I don't like garbage dumps, Presidente. They're smelly and gross and very unnatural. But there is something I dislike even more. Mounds of waste near our homes.
And now, Father Jim with comments on the new rum factory.
The God-fearing Tropicans have always made and used rum for our daily praise of the Lord. Now, with industrial qualities of rum, we will send our joy to God, and He will give us His blessing.
Presidente, there has been a huge revolution in several Middle Eastern countries. Several leaders supported by the U.S. are likely to be replaced soon. However, the revolutions are led by what some call extremists.
this is the start of, well, they're all completely isolated from each other, but basically international events can happen, and they're gonna want to know your opinion on them. Thing is, the Middle East relations are probably one of the least useful as far as early game is concerned, because all their relations affect is the price of oil products, and occasionally getting you a 30,000 grant just out of thin air. The U.S. is actually a steady source of income. So, also when they said, well, let's take care of this quick.
Our people have become very partial to your goods. Could you send us some more?
Yeah, when they say mounds of garbage, they actually do literally mean mounds of garbage. But, again, I'm not going to actually build garbage dumps, because the radius is kind of small and they themselves are a humongous source of pollution. But go with the water treatment plants instead. That is far more effective. See, we're gonna start getting some tobacco going. It's starting to grow. And labor camp's gonna be getting tobacco going too. Probably gonna start having a food problem. One farm can support about 50 population roughly. I've got 3 farms and ranch and, you know, the wharf. Probably gonna need to increase my agricultural output. At least so that I can, you know, export excess food. Corn you do want to have be your general staple.
Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections. People are content that no incidents occurred during the elections. You have their trust and all the credibility of our young democracy.
Relations between Tropico and the Middle East have hit an all-time low point.
As long as the upper and lower easts remain on our side, we should be all right.
Right. Anyway, it seems we will not be receiving camels as gifts for some time.
Camels? Where? Ah!
And the camels as gifts is the $30,000 Insta-grant that I talked about a little while ago.
Presidente guy, let's get the foreign pigs who don't respect us enough. Everyone should respect El Diablo.
These guys are jerks, but it's not a bad idea. We'll do that as soon as I've got a little positive cash flow again. Prisoners, aka permanent farmers. I mean, if this ever gets demolished, then they'll be, you know, let loose. And unlike prisons, they actually never reform during that. So. Right, National Day. Pricey, but you get a fireworks show at this point of the year every year. Now is employment. Still a little behind, but that's fine for now. I want to turn this area into another residential eventually. And this is why I say cabarets are the best. See that tourist spending? 60 bucks. That's how much you can make for a tour. It's the maximum you can get per tourist that comes here. Pretty nuts. And like theaters are just like 30 or something for that. Well, should this be the tourism district? Well, regardless, I need to get more banks going so that way I can build things cheaply. I do want to get a Skeezel drill up. That really is a thing that I want to do, but...
Intelligence reports that subversive elements might be taking violent actions against our government. You should consider establishing a secret police to prevent or at least minimize such activities.
He's going, hey, you're starting to get rebels. Yeah, let's get that secret police going. Kind of costly, but you can just turn a pub into a secret police. No one cares. Nah, there's gotta be an undersea zone. Dang.
Presidente,
No.
I have something for you to sign. And no, it's not my raise again.
It makes people stupid. No.
Most praiseworthy listeners of TNT Radio, I am pleased to tell you that China grants the title Honorable Trade Partner to our comrade country of Tropico and your exalted leader, El Presidente. Long live the friendship between our peoples.
Yeah, little things like that just kind of give you a quick idea of how your relations are going with the 5 major powers. Powers being nebulous. The US and USSR probably the most defined of them.
We need proper healthcare facilities on our island, Comrade Presidente. Most of the population has to rely on traditional medicine and worse practices, like homeopathy and a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, I need to do something about that, actually. So I should probably get a power plant up next. Where's the ding? Where's the ding? Here it is.
Thousand greetings. My beautiful wives can't get enough of your fine exports. Please, provide more.
Well, I got a ranch. I might provide them some beef. Eh. Let's see. Being a third bank, and then... third bank, and power plant, so that way I can run hospitals.
Comrade, progress does
That'll happen naturally. We have no monies right now. Oh, where'd they die from? Economy Minister. thought. Oh, sugar! And this is why we need to make sure that we have our healthcare taken care of. Otherwise, things like this happens. She'll do. I've been keeping up with our industry, but I'm not sure now. And our food's doing okay. People will go to a marketplace first if they can help it to get food.
Our hot topic today, liberty. Do you think there is more media on the island?
Absolutely not, son. Tropical news today already provide people's objective information. More media would just be redundant. As long as TNT
Yeah,
is
our
on
economy's
air,
gonna be
freedom of
okay.
speech for all Tropicans is more or less guaranteed.
Uh-oh, that might be too many peoples. Yes, that is too many peoples. Uh-oh. Two new farmers, huh?
No me interesa.
Stop shooting people. Trying to deal with the yeah. Where's the power plant again? It's an infrastructure thing. Duh. Power plants do spit out a good amount of pollution, so you ideally don't want them near residential areas, but right here should be good. You don't want it auto-filled all the way, though, at the start. It's because, you know, college workers and they're expensive. Once this power plant is up, I can start getting things like hospitals going, which are far better than clinics. I generally just have the one token clinic.
Look around, President.
Yeah.
Our hot topic today, the environment. I believe you have something to say, Sonny?
Dear Tropicans, we are all criminals. Criminals against Mother Nature. Take a look at our once beautiful beaches, now polluted. Take a look at the mounds of garbage, the toxic waste. This is our doing, and we should do everything in our power to undo it.
That's it for the environment. Next week, library subscription fees.
Just trying to think of where would be a fairly good spot for another farm. Here. I want to make sure that people aren't going to starve. Religion quality, yeah, one church is not going to do it. Keep cathedrals going. That's gonna be right after a hospital's going. Hooray! Rebels is starting. Three rebels. Probably more. There's the ding. There's the ding. Our industry's starting to pay off. Another ding.
Sir, I, the military committee of Tropico, feel that certain steps must be taken to preserve peace on our island.
No, thank you. I should start putting up a couple more guard stations. Hospitals. Of course, the power doesn't reach out that far. Try not to make them too centralized, because that can start causing congestion problems. I think I just need to get a substation up. These I tend to quick build. Uh-oh.
Sir, an enemy tornado has infiltrated our defenses.
Oh no! Enemy tornadoes! Ugh, these are awful. Because they somehow last for several months at a time. I'll just tear things up. Things like this, however, are why you want to have good EU relations, is they do the disaster relief funding. Don't kill my power plant, please. It'll instantly destroy shacks that are in its path, and it has a chance of destroying things afterwards. I'm not going to rebuild shanties. Yeah, this is why these are so awful. They just last for like 4 or 5 game months. It's a tornado. They're only gonna last maybe an hour or two.
God told me last night that he has a mission for you.
A building the Cristo Renator is really good for getting people's, liking an area. Huge beautification boost. But that's out of our budget range for...
The tornado retreated, Presidente. Let's take a look at our island.
But we need to wait for... Yeah, we know. We need to wait for these exports to go out, though.
We are slowly but surely turning into the China of the Caribbean.
Not rebuilding a shanty. Not even close to worth it.
¿Qué ocurre?
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
Well, problems the cathedral. Well, let's get it going on. Those things are getting fairly cheap now that I've got 3 banks running and they're getting filled up. Tropicans really don't like trying to walk around for whatever reason when it comes to housing stuff, so you have to have a lot of garages in here. Packed in close. Otherwise, they're just gonna go, I'm just gonna build my own shack. This,
Excelencia?
Stop shooting people. Ah.
All right, I'm going!
Our industry's really kicking off now. And get our other residential area started. I like having fire stations right in the center of residential area since it can boost their quality by 10 points. Decent raise. Got 2 hospitals going now. And upgrade this to spice rum. Spice rum gets you a lot more cash. Making sure all the garages and hospitals are my priority. I get arms.
Take a look at these charts, Presidente. The pie-shaped one is my favorite. It clearly shows that our economy has been shrinking, and that the GDP has been decreasing over the last few years.
Okay, buddy, have you not paid attention to our rum and cigar exports? Anyway, we did not get Cavalry's going quick enough, so now we're stuck with theaters.
Comrade, the revolution is ready to be ignited. Let us renovate our marketplaces with supermarkets, and let the people see how detrimental capitalism really is.
And paying for that just auto upgrades your existing marketplaces.
Comrade Presidente, why must our citizens starve when our harvest is...
Because our economy is still a bit... Ding, where's the ding? I can't do that, sorry.
The riffraff back home.
I'm not importing gold, man. Speaking of... How is employment going? Only foreign office going. That way I can get more aid from UN should something crazy happen. Action. Getting the cathedral going. Where we're going.
Presidente, something extraordinary happened. Our Minister of Foreign Affairs has managed to solve the practically unsolvable New York Times crossword puzzle.
This is why you want high parameters on your ministers, so that way you can get boosts like this. Dang.
Coal is so dirty. Yuck.
Yeah. Yeah, well, too bad. It's not worth the maintenance cost. Sorry. This job. Criminal.
Buenos días.
Stop shooting things. Gotta quick build these apartments. Wrong. Been there? Nope. Of course not. The Church of Gun. Top reason why people will become criminals is, I can't get a job. You really do have to try and stay on top of that. Let's get these connected. Get salt going. Here. And that will be ranching zone. This is probably going to be an agricultural zone in general. Garage is up, so that way people can go over here in a timely manner. This is why I really try and get banks early. because it makes things so much cheaper to build. I actually want to start getting Teamsters stuff going. But first, sure, I've got housing for people. Can afford to do this stuff because I've got such a booming economy now. No, we're not going to be able to go there just because it's rock formation. I don't think. Right. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, can't get a road over there. Ah. Alright, Liberty. Let's start doing stuff about that. Let's get TV stations going. Learning with Larry. Really want these to be like in the heart of your industrial zone. Well, the Learning with Larry one, that is. So having it near education helps too. Then your workers get skilled much quicker. And the more quickly they get skilled, the more they can produce.
This is a glorious day for the freedom of speech in Tropico. Our fellow citizens will now have the privilege of seeing El Presidente's beautiful face
Builders are not keeping up.
every day in their living room, thanks to our new television station. Be prepared for quality television programming, which includes shows such as All Presidente's Children, As Tropico Turns, and The Bull and the Presidente.
Sandstorm's really important when you got modern times going.
Explain the USA's new Alliance for Progress thing.
Miss Sunny, it is a really complicated initiative that I can simplify for your listeners as mucho pesos for mucho friendship.
Wow, wonderful. Friendship is in the heart of everything.
Exactly. This is what my government is trying to achieve.
Yes, you should try it with the Russians.
I'm gonna get basic infrastructure up for tourism district. Not gonna actually get started though. See, these are super important because with them, we can get healthcare reform done, which increases the capacity of all of our healthcare stuff. But it takes a while, so. And there's a reason why I'm building it in a place like that. Anywho, let's get that healthcare reform started. Ding! Where's the ding? No.
Great calamity, Presidente.
Sorry, but no. Build all the stuff right now. Thank you. I might as well get another high school up. Industry needs educated workers a lot, and one high school is not going to be able to keep up.
Miss Pineapple, will you tell our listeners about the announced healthcare reform?
Healthy body for a healthy mind.
¿Qué necesitas?
What matter requires Presidente's attention?
And I will do whatever it takes to make our
Time
nation
for a
healthy.
walk.
What exactly do you have planned for Tropicans?
Special exercises at special places in the hospitals, clinics, and all healthcare facilities.
No.
I can finally use my nurse outfits.
The nuclear program is a gigantic waste of money unless you're intentionally trying to piss off the US and USSR. And since they're a big part of your funding, especially early game, yeah. I mean, this is going to be something of an entertainment district. Try and have at least roads in a way so that way it doesn't get too congested, because this is going to be a major hub. I'm going to plop a theater down in here, just so that way you can see how relatively garbage it is compared to cabarets. Kind of big, and this area is irregular terrain, so I'm not sure it's gonna fit over here. Structure, substation. I want to make sure my industry doesn't lag behind. Get the furniture factory going.
A new rehab facility just opened its doors for all of you depressed people.
Isn't it just wonderful to be depressed in Tropico?
Oh, Penultimo, you're definitely a traitor. Let's see, service quality 97 compared to the church, which has been running since the start. Service quality 71. Yeah, you just want to have a token church and clinic because they are garbage compared to the... Ooh.
Presidente, the recruitment
Cookies!
Join Tropico's workforce and get a free cookie, devised by our Minister of Education, has been a smashing success.
Cookies! Actually, we just had some educated workers come in. They'll come in on the next freighter. Even though we don't have enough power, it'll be fine. Oh.
The rebels are launching an attack as I speak, sir. To arms! To arms!
Yeah, they're trying to blow up the salt mine, and I don't have guard stations up over here yet. Since I just expanded over here. Where was the ding?
Underrepresentation, Presidente! You are not on the minds of your citizens at all times!
It's a cheap way to get the loyalists on your side. Yeah, the army's gonna have this. They take a while to get here because they go on foot. And since I have no guard stations over here, it's gonna be a while. But
the new factory produce, Penultimo?
Sprockets? Huge demand for them in the U.S.
Such a big, well-guarded factory to produce sprockets?
Also, bulb holders, paperweights, harmless stuff like that. Definitely not weapons of any kind.
Not weapons of any kind. Got it.
anywho, this is going to solve any and all food problems we may or may not have, like forever. These things pump out so much food. I mean, you still want variety, but these will get you a lot to work with. This opens up canneries for us. I mean, we could always build canneries, but they're far more efficient with fish farms.
As you know, the elections in Tropico are under close monitoring from the United Nations.
Entertainment. I'm actually working on that right now. So basically everyone likes us pretty well except for the environmentalists who hate our guts. Yeah, housing's getting improved now, so.
Proud citizens of Tropico, the importance of the upcoming elections has brought me before you. We are one step closer to our goals. Victory is almost upon us, but we must still push forward. Yes, there are problems. There will always be problems, especially in the current economic situation. The lack of proper entertainment, about which I hear so much these days, is one of them, and it will be resolved, as will all others, in time as the global economy stabilizes. Through the years of my presidency, I have received your gratitude, my compatriots. Alas, I am nothing but a humble servant, and you are my masters, my employers. Now is the time to express my gratitude for the environmentalists, protecting the gifts that Mother Nature has bestowed on Tropico. The development in the past years is obvious to all. Still, there are lots of things to be done. I promise you that in my next term, people will no longer have to live in shacks. In the end, we will prevail!
I was gonna demolish the wharf, but it's like, oh right, there's a mission that you unlock to replace all the dwarfs with fish farms.
Great jumping llamas, Presidente! Your life is in danger!
Yeah, I'm gonna get the wolf light going. Aw. Oh well. Yeah, this spot's getting overfished for a little bit, but it'll get better. And this right here, fruit implant, is why I don't bother with garbage dumps at all. Because by the time pollution starts becoming a problem, you're gonna have electricity and you're gonna be able to build these guys, so.
Presidente, I have never come before you with a more pressing matter. Tropicant fish have become foul-tasting, and there is not enough of them.
And this is that mission I was talking about with replacing dwarves with fish farms.
Congratulations, Presidente.
So we're in super debt right now, but once the next freighter arrives, we'll be in super not debt, so it balances out. Dang.
Presidente, the situation is dire. I need my fish dinner. Even the foul-tasting product that the peddlers advertise as fish seems good now.
Wine.
Comrade.
Nope. That's just a straight up, hey, we want you to bribe us. Bribe us now. Do it. Bribe us. Like, do you see my treasury? It's filled with rupees.
Today, we have invited Ambassador Lord Chuffney in order to find out more about the growing friendship between Tropical and the EU.
I just came back from a splendid luncheon with my dear friend El Presidente. I can assure you that as long as I get to eat your scrumptious Tropican scones with my tea, the relations between our countries will remain splendid.
Right now, I'm just kind of going, what can I do? Improve things. Right now, it's mostly entertainment and environment. And our religion's still kind of because of the debt crisis. Housing is actually a bit expensive again. I think I need to get another lumber mill and thing up. That way, pretty much it's like 2 logging camps, 2 lumber mills, and a furniture factory, I think, are pretty optimal. I'm not, 100% sure on that, but it seems right. Right, I want to get fish farms up everywhere that has decent access.
Sasha, I am happy that you were able to leave your super secret bunker in Russia in order to join us. I have always wanted to ask you, what do you use to make your hair so shiny?
Comrade Sonny, I am happy to be here, among our brothers in Tropico, to spread the light of communism for future generations.
Yes, yes, this is good and all, but really, I want to know how you got that gorgeous hair.
I'm building a chemical plant now. One, because we can easily afford it, and two, because it can instantly boost the effectiveness of our medical facilities. It takes a lot of power, but yeah, it's worth it. Probably start putting out more edicts soon. Alright. Just start putting upgrades in on our factories. Not connected to the electrical grid, you said. I say you're full of it, but okay. What? So that should take care of our furniture industry pretty well for probably the rest of forever. I want to make sure I've got guard stations up and I can't spend, so. Probably gonna want a third housing project coming up fairly soon, but for now, actually deal with the pollution stuff, huh? You need multiples of them in your industrial zones, because otherwise they have no capability of keeping up. And that's gonna have to do it. That's all I can afford right now. But those will cover quite a bit. As a result, people are gonna go, hey, there isn't trash everywhere. Somehow. They're water treatment plants. They're not, you know, garbage dumps. But somehow, they're far more effective than a garbage. Ding, where's the ding? Oh. Not bribing you. Even a clinic is actually pretty good right now.
Presidente,
Uh-huh.
the environmentalists are starting eco-protests. May I suggest some repressive action in good old Tropican tradition?
No, you can't. I'm actually dealing with part of the problem that they're having right now.
I would be proud to die in a modern communist Tropican hospital, Comrade Presidente.
Oh, we've got greater capacity. I mean, it takes a few months for these to go into effect, but it works. Oh yeah, a reason why you want to have things like ranches near salt mines. Boosted service quality. You get better production. Fortunately, there isn't really a decent way to get fish farms near it. They also get a boost from that sort of thing. Probably gonna want another cathedral. Okay, that worked. I'm gonna cease spending for a little bit, I think. Still want to get fish farms going all over the place if I can, but aside from that, okay, I guess I lied. Just sort of like, hey, we got the resources to build these, and they'll boost our economy even more. Do it. Ding. No.
Presidente, why do we cut the
Our economy's not quite good enough yet to do imports. At least not of big things.
The rebels are launching an attack as I speak, sir.
I think I just built one. Oh, they're not built yet. They're way outnumbered. They shouldn't have much of a problem.
Peace and love, Presidente. My fellow environmentalists have stopped the eco-protests.
Where's the cigar factories back to normal?
I am proud to announce that Tropical has just reached a population of 5 billion people.
Isn't that the population of the whole world?
I'm sorry, Tropical has reached a population of 500 people.
Ship-a-run. Like a restaurant. Only it's shaped like a ship. I think our GDP is approaching $250,000 a year now.
Venerable leader, some mighty Chinese dragon has a...
Okay. Guys, switch one of those goats.
Tropico needs to become more powerful. We need more power. It is the will of El Diablo.
Now it says 1,000 megawatts, but it only wants 300. Technically, we should be able to get that with just power plant as it is. I mean, as the engineers become more skilled, they are able to push out more power. Really? Really? Yeah. That can either be congestion issue or something. Probably somewhat congestion. There's only so much I can do about that right now, though. People feeling entertainment's still pretty good. Environment's gonna take a while to improve, but it will slowly. Liberty's good. Crime safety is acceptable, as well as healthcare. Food's doing alright. Housing I'm gonna fix, actually probably now. No, as soon as this guy gets stuff on him. Where's the ding? I heard the ding. No. It can improve beauty, but yeah, but it's also kind of oppressive. No. Anyway, houses. Modern. Okay, so they unlock next year. I'm actually gonna need a nuclear power plant. Nuclear power plants put out a lot of power, but you have to import uranium. So you have to make sure you have a solid economy first. But since they put out so much power, it really opens up the ability to get more advanced stuff. We get another construction office up. Should be enough construction offices for most places. Healthcare is still improving. Environment. Where's the ding?
President,
Yay!
may your children be many and your camels always healthy. I want to discuss trade with you.
Oh, we already saw at the beginning when I checked. We've got plenty of oil, so this is huge. These are college level things. Oh, is there enough space here to get another one? Want to have them somewhat close to offshore deposits? Can I help it? Seems like this is gonna be the only practical one, though. Well, right here. You can't get oil products from oil wells, they have to ship it over to the refinery. Is there bauxite over here? Yeah, there was. I think I'm gonna save that for a little later though. How's the economy going? Okay. This is why I want the nuclear plant now, because by default, regular apartments don't require power, but modern apartments do. But they're so nice, so they're worth it. Very easily worth it. I should probably get another army base up. And let's make it 2. Dogs outside are barking. Hopefully they don't cause others to start going woo. But we'll see. I'm trying to think. It's not a strong point of mine. Brain, come on. Nightclubs are probably the best general purpose entertainment you can get. I mean, they require a decent chunk of power, but they are effective. And what's your deal? Huh? should be producing just fine. I don't have enough Teamsters? What? No, these just are understaffed. I can do something about that, but I'm not in a position that I feel comfortable doing that. Increase the output of that. Means I'm actually probably gonna want another sugar plantation somewhere. I think this will do. Not a great spot, but it'll do. I can plop another hospital down over here too, if their power reached this far. That huge drop in power means that some of the folks that were working in the power plant have left. Customs office. This can really give your economy a kick. If you already have an economy going. Basically really improve your export. But 20% if they're decently trained.
A minor political incident occurred today. The wife of an anonymous U.S. ambassador was stopped at the customs office because her husband had declared her as useless baggage. The woman was later released when proper duties were paid for her.
Awful people. Probably gonna start getting my tourist district going soon. Probably have a small housing district over here actually. I'm gonna be getting tourism going. I need lower crime capabilities, and I need to have police. Decent areas. Where are those workers? Fuck, man. Please, come on. I need to increase the import per ship thing so that way I can actually afford decent chunks of uranium for this. I mean, this is almost done. Fuck, man, come on. Ooh. And just goes right into the ground. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. It's really weird.
Presidente, our old apartments are ruining the skyline of our city. New modern options are available and we must use them. Beautiful cities are successful cities.
Now, I definitely want to do this, but it can get kind of costly, and sometimes it bugs it out. Sometimes it won't actually upgrade all of them, even though it should. It's just stuff left there. Going to work. Probably. Ding.
Venerable leader, some mighty Chinese...
I'll accept that as soon as I can.
Tropico is going green.
For now.
A new program
Upgrade.
started by El Presidente will lower pollution by stopping power to random buildings.
Green is
As you can
always
see,
better. It's great that
slowly getting improved. One unit at a time. This is where it's buggy, because sometimes it just kind of goes, huh?
Venerable leader, some mighty Chinese...
Need to improve my pineapple. Oh yeah, biofarms. Right, this is the good stuff. They have far greater output than regular farms. And can grow multiple different crop types at once. Their output is so high even that you kind of want a Teamsters thing or two nearby. Otherwise they will back up quite badly. But still going. Probably start looking into expanding my Yes, we're gonna have some serious volume now. And it's only gonna increase as things become more efficient. A bunch of free job positions as well as slots. Let us get edicts going. Food for the people. Social security. Building permit. Pollution standards. Industry campaign. Glitter. Wiretapping. Let's see if rebels will be fun. Return their lives. Fertilize. Dock over here. Probably not, actually, because they tend to be crime magnets. It's another objective completed. No camels received. Aw. Yes. Teamster's office here now.
Penultima, what are you doing? They're killing Mother Earth.
Okay, so our economy is booming quite well now. Ton of housing slots open. And that's part of the reason. There. Where's the ding? Where's the ding? There it is. No.
The Tropico youth is on the wrong.
The more canneries, I think. All canneries packed up in here. Little tiny housing project. Army base. Big cathedral up here. So you don't need God mode if you're able to just pump out this much money. Hey, night close up? I don't think I have. I got distracted by something. One more housing district, I think. Had an awkward one. Whatever. Make sure I've got supermarkets and
As part of the anti-litter program, we are organizing a major cleaning effort.
I hear the nationalists are very pleased about that.
I hope things don't turn out like last time when they brought 5 immigrants they had beaten on the streets claiming they were taking out the trash.
people can be jerks like that. Happens with any nation, I'm pretty sure. People being picky about how close their houses are to garages. I think that'd be close enough, but somehow it's not. Highlighted objects, which is nothing. Directing construction. Yeah, okay. Probably an underground rock formation. Going, oh, we can't mess with that. There's a reason why I'm setting up all this housing, though we've already still got a surplus. You shall see that soonish, though. Make sure I've got a employment surplus too. As to demolish these shanties and stuff. You can also look around, hunt down shacks, and delete them yourself if you want, but eh. You really only need to do that if you have mission to go, hey, I have 0 shacks on the island. Only overload because nobody knows what to do with this intersection. Demolish all old farms. You got it. We got some bio farms going up. Tend to end up missing 1 or 2 of these, but Organic ranches, best friend of salt factories. Not kidding. They don't degrade the soil like regular ranches do. I have a bunch of them packed in. Presidente! Religious faction. Might as well focus on improving religious stuff.
My fellow constituents, I would like to address you in this crucial time of our development. In these dire times, we have managed to pull through and have economic growth despite all adversity. I salute you for that fact. Yes, there are problems. There will always be problems, especially in the current economic situation. The lack of proper entertainment, about which I hear so much these days, is one of them, and it will be resolved, as will all others, in time, as the global
Getting close to its capacity.
stabilizes. Through the years of my presidency, I have received your gratitude, my compañeros. Alas, I am nothing but a humble servant, and you are my masters, my employers. Now I bow to the superior morality of the religious Tropicans, who absolve our sins in the face of God. The past is gone from our shores, but that is not enough. I will bring the future to Tropico. A godless nation is a weak nation. I pledge to provide enough places for worship for the righteous Tropicans in the next mandate. A warm embrace to all, especially the ladies.
So are these still starving for whatever reason?
Good news, Presidente. It's not lupus.
I think this was a house joke. Unemployed, 15 unemployed women. Okay, I'm gonna want to start getting our tourism district going then. Means I'm gonna need a police station around here, because, I mean, even this unmanned tourist dock that has no purpose at the moment creates crime, so... I tend to go with a mix of hotels and luxury hotels. Hotels because they can get crammed into little spaces like this. Plus they come with their own garage. And the luxury hotels because they are the best. Aside from, I guess, the skyscraper, which I should probably build first. The 2 has its own garage. Electrical grid, right. Good first start. Entertainment. Cows make pint. Cows make pint. This actually is a good spot for the city. So, Baron. I think you can go with about like 10-ish hotels in total and have them be effective. More than that, and they're never gonna get filled. Since the luxury hotels don't come with their own garage, you gotta make sure that they have access to one. Especially since they're patroned by the richest folks. It's there, 2 there. Okay. Yeah, alright. Oh, actually. Very attraction. Marinas. People like to go fishing and stuff. They aren't generally going to be full, but they're fairly cheap and serve a good number of people, so. Oh, okay, I'm at the building cap. Adjust this road a bit. Sorry for not talking a whole lot right now. Let's a focus, build stuff mode. Build the stuff. Build it. Must build it. I think this is gonna end up being a non-tourist entertainment district. I knew I was gonna miss one.
Congratulations,
Following the celebrations of the overwhelming victory over the opposition, El Presidente will depart for the USA to give lectures on free voting, sustainable democracy, and civil society engineering. Switzerland is next on his tour.
Ding, where's the ding? Ding to ding. Ding? No. They'll leave their position if they die of old age or something. Their fish farms. That way they can buff a shipperant. Seafood special. Action. Park. Daycare service. Voodoo manners are good. Like throw potions for whatever reason. I think just so that way folks will stay longer. Botanical garden. Where you got people. They'll go, hey, this is what a quote jungle is. Let's do want to have pride, but it's not going to serve anyone. It's just going to sit over here and permanently give buffs to my industry. Oh.
I noticed that there were several shacks near one of your houses.
They should be able to afford stuff. That's fine.
Presidente, it seems
cool.
that after years of collecting the Dictator Life monthly magazine, our prudent Minister of Economics has accumulated a huge number of coupons.
Free cannery, yes. I mean, it still needs to be built. I can't rush build it, but eh. Make sure I've got an adequate amount of police around in what will be obviously a crime-heavy area. Really? You can't fit in here? Thought I saw a spot where it worked. Yeah, well. Works.
Here we are, live at the newly constructed airport, the pride of our small nation.
Ooh, what's that?
That's the control tower, a highly sophisticated hub full of wonders of modern technology.
Yeah, I think I can see a giant hamster wheel in there.
Let's quick build stuff. Taking too long. Oh, also these fish and oysters. They're not. And shrimp, that is. we'll see. This ship is our first batch of tourists. And citizen became a criminal. Well, I know what to do with that, but I don't have the cash to make an arrest warrant, right? Do have a plan. What is our count? About over 160 free job positions and open family slots. Let's do something about it. Specifically, China Development Aid. 100 Chinese immigrants on the next ship. You just gotta make sure you're ready for the...
Presidente, I have something for
Yeah, I
you
can do
to
that.
sign. And no.
Also, free housing.
Presidente, the question of the status of Taiwan has come up again. I don't even know where Taiwan is, but we have to state our position on this issue.
Comrades, communism is upon us. Progress is coming at last. Today, free houses. Tomorrow, free everything. Our path is clear and our goals are pure. Workers unite!
I might as well just have it fill. Let's see. Might as well get that upgraded. Balloon ride. Another building that's just going to be empty for forever, but still has a purpose. Don't care about tourist balloon. No upkeep. And propaganda. Finish building these, please. Alright, before that goes through, skilled workers. Get a decent chunk of high school and college schools coming in on that China immigration train. And SWAT HQ replaces our armory. Never had an armory, so oops. They're half military, half police. It's kind of a hybrid. Make sure congestion won't be a problem. Teamster's office, because these things have so much output.
Comrade, food for the masses is essential, and our supplies are in short.
Yep, that's why I'm getting this stuff going.
The workforce of the island is simply...
Let's get... Alright, I want to change this to rehab. Now it's a tourist building. No, there's a spot. Ding! Where's the ding? There's the ding.
Venerable leader, Samaichi.
The International Health Organization got bored of tracking the llama flu victims, and they have lifted the restrictions on our island.
Make sure that things are still doing alright. Since only soldiers, since only men could be soldiers in general, in this Lucha Libre over here, where you got a pile of bases, is pretty good. Things down a bit.
Presidente,
Ooh.
our Minister of Education was asked to become a guest star on the popular science show Caribbean Legends Buster.
aka Mythbuster, aka hey, free grade school. I usually put them on spelling bee content, so that way they get higher intelligence rating when they graduate. Well, if they graduate, they don't know. Intelligence rating is basically how quickly they will improve themselves. And since it's free, they have to be instructed. I can't quick build it. Can't quick build. Come on, guys.
Construction of a new luxurious tourist attraction is done. Tropico now has a marina.
I know a girl named Marina once. I was once madly in love with her, but she dumped me. I was so heartbroken. I started a career in politics. Ah, Marina. The next song is dedicated to her.
You want another bar? It's just gonna sit somewhere and never gonna get used. It unlocks an edict. But they're pretty garbage otherwise. All's going. Shopping mall, moral store. There should be more. Well, fine over here, one of them. Outlet store.
My name's Gobo Gobo, and I be authentic, native Tropican.
Why are you talking like that, Penultimo?
Gobo Gobo, no understand your modern duck lady. Come, visit Ethnic Enclave to enjoy even more authentic native Tropican way of life. Low price, low price. This week only.
So weird. People's store. No pesky tourists allowed. Oh yeah, I should have a weather station. That way it can help prevent damage caused from disasters. Some damage. Not a lot, but some. And that can be enough. And of course it's not connected to the electrical grid. Somehow. Now we've got advanced warning on all the, what am I thinking? Natural disasters. Have these set up so that way they don't get clogged up from the low income folks. We'll have a dock over here just because we're gonna have a lot of agricultural exports from those
Rejoice, Tropico. The new house of the Lord has opened its doors to all faithful followers.
Father Esteban, it's a pub, not a church.
I know, silly girl. We must be progressive and take every opportunity to praise his name.
So yeah, another dock just to help deal with all the agricultural exports we're going to be having. How full are these? Probably get another. So that way I can get as much out of the tourism district as I can. Might as well have a supermarket around here too. Not going to do anything for the tourists, but it will do something for the citizens. People still homeless. horses. Get out of that shack. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this into entertainment district for Islanders. Means 8 power.
People, give your support for our big bad boys in masks.
Is it carnival time already?
No, Sonny, it's the new Death Squad.
What?
The new SWAT team. I said SWAT team. Special Weapons and Tactics thing.
Sports. Sports. It's not gonna fit there, is it? Oh boy. Viewers like sports. Okay, I can put it behind the airport. Just having a little space between airport and everything else around it, because upgrade it gets a little later is bigger than it, and it's redundant to have both an airport and its upgrade. You're generally not going to get these filled up, but I place them down anyways, just cover bases. Art. There's a spot here where it was fine. Come on. No. Okay, there we go. Waste these areas. Right, I also need to make treatment plants.
Presidente, you have been living in this musty old palace for too long. It's time to move forward with the times. We can import a presidency from abroad.
I've actually already met like all the requirements for this, so it's just gonna go flying right by. That said, I want to get the pollution stuff up real quick. I'll move on. Guard stations in case someone decides to go, hey, let's attack tourists.
Fabulous, Presidente. We are one step closer to a presidency. That's one giant leap for Tropico, as we all know.
And this is another reason to have stuff in your Swiss bank account, a score, so that way you can get this.
Magnificent! We are now in the waiting list. Soon, we will be able to ship from Europe. Presidente, we are almost done. Unfortunately, the presidency was held up at the European customs.
And boom. And our palace instantly upgraded. Thinking getting one more high school, maybe? No? Being used, huh? Well. This here is gonna be a big congestion problem, but not much I can do about that at this point.
Island was just renovated and now looks grander than ever.
I kind of like the old palace better.
A glorious leader such as our El Presidente cannot live in a humble dwelling forever, Sonny.
Humble? According to Miss Pineapple, the old palace had 15 bedrooms.
$15 bedrooms, huh? What I want. Yo, please. The only reason you'd want to get extra storage on your refineries if you're forbidding exports. But,
Presidente, our treasury balance is currently below $10,000.
Oh, whatever shall I do? I know, rely on tourists and industry. Until we actually get goods to sell in these stores, they're not going to have anyone in them.
You call this island civilized? What a joke!
Well, alright, I forgot to activate all the edicts, which I can't do until I'm positive again. Overbuilding, yay!
Currently short on cash. What is your take on the situation, Penultimo?
I blame the unemployed. Get a job, you slubs!
What unemployed? Come on, there you go. Ding.
Comrade, our plan for winning the Cold War needs to enter the next phase.
Liberty. Okay, so I could probably use something over here. Ding! There, ding. Where was the ding? Maybe it was just part of the music. Sometimes I hear phantom dings when I play this. Kind of annoying, actually. Making sure these are getting filled up. Uh-oh.
Code red for hurricane danger.
So this is a big reason why you want a weather station. Specifically upgraded.
We plan to air a live reading of The Naughty Toucan, Miss Pineapple's favorite book for the children in the grade school. But it turns out that the book is not meant for children at all. In fact,
Dang. Okay, that was definitely a ding. Where'd it go? Well, we only had one mine, so I know exactly where that is. I suppose. Ah. Surprisingly, the answer is not drink rum. Happiness. Well, anyway,
I noticed that few people ever visit one of our service buildings, Presidente. We should construct some residential buildings in its vicinity.
Huh? The hell are you talking about? Just because it's not always at 100% capacity doesn't mean it's not being seen. Anywho, before I was really interrupted by that, we've been at this for 3.5 hours now, so I think I am going to stop for a bit and get some dinner. I guess we'll get to see everyone later.